when I'm in my friend's Discord, I have to stop myself from posting my Wordle results in this one. I keep going to like the bingo chat to post it.
Oh no.
And I'm like, wait a second.
Perfect build-up music. We're in the Waldorf Palace tunes right at the start of the stream.
Nice. I mean, we have some pretty difficult matches to follow up on today, so...
I think you are the last match of the day.
I am, yeah. And
I think we're almost the last match, period, right?
I think there's one more, right? Is it Red Robot versus Kana?
Mm-hmm. I think that was scheduled, but Kana had to cancel, so it's probably going to be like early next week or something. I don't know.
Hey, we'll see. We shall see.
I'm gonna go get some water and stuff real quick. Give me just a minute.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'm just throwing out the announcements, so take your time.
Okay, I've got all my notes written down. I'm making sure I didn't forget anything. Ah, Brimstone Cherry. Forgot that. Ooh, I mean, ooh. Can you imagine if that was actually a square, though?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think any amount of spoiling that one is going to be...
imagine if that was added for the finals, though, because of the way that the timing worked. Like, where it goes to sudden death and it goes ad infinitum. Like, imagine if that was the case. we added Grimstone Cherry because it was possible in theory.
If you're tied at 2 hours and 15 minutes, you have to cherry Grimstone.
Yup, that's the rules. I don't make it up.
Yeah?
I don't make it up.
I don't know what Matt and Spooty and who else works on the goals. I mean, like, who else heads that stuff?
I think it's mostly them.
Well, I can't believe.
Oh,
Matt...
Goose too.
Right, that's what
I always forget because they're not like in the calls a lot.
Yeah, I can't believe they put Grimstone in, but here we are. It's in the rules now. Yeah. It's so funny. I just like thought about it one day. I was like, huh, wonder if UFO 50 has bingo. That seems like it'd be a fun thing. Search it up and like there's an entire freaking playlist on Python's channel. It's like, wait a second, this owns.
I will say this very cocky, but I got Gregor in the server because I was on Reddit one day, just checking the UFO 50 Reddit, and he was on there saying like, hey, is there like bingo for this game? I think it would be really cool. And I don't think he had not made his bot yet, and I think he was thinking about making bingo for it. And I just so happened the very same day I joined the Discord server was like, hey, I just joined the Discord server. I think they're doing bingo and they have signups. You might want to check it out.
Yeah.
And so
hey, Terry, hey, Smo, hey, Arborelli.
We're tight on that.
Yeah, that rules.
Oh yeah, let me get your Twitch chat open. No VTuber Rotundo for me, but that's okay.
Maybe between now and next season, I'll get a more UFO 50 themed one set up for myself as well.
Who would you be?
Probably the lizard shopkeep from Campanella 2.
Oh, okay. The one that kind of looks like... I don't remember any of who is who in Divers, but...
Way more femme-looking, though.
That is true.
Hey, Val.
Who's the green one again? Is it Orlok?
I actually forget the colors.
I have no idea.
Smo says Orlok, trans Orlok.
Fake Divers fan.
Oh. I just know Dylan is like orange because it's like...
I trusted you!
I wish we could like play as Orlok and Time in game.
Yeah. Let me be the purple laser.
Exactly.
I find myself wanting the characters in other games too.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm kind of glad that makes them more special sometimes. Like, the only thing I've noticed that's really cool, I don't know if this is intentional, but I think it is that Alpha is in all the games associated with like risk taking, which is really cool. Like the gambling game, Overbold, and Velgress, kind of Velgress.
Yeah.
Like they're all games where you can lose your progress in one go and you make big risks. It's kind of cute.
It's interesting.
Just like how Pilot is in all the games that are like exploration. If you're not counting just like the Campanella itself, which I guess he is technically piloting.
Oh, is Flick also back?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
cool. Alright, looks like you're both in the bingo sync. Let me make sure my timer's set up, and then I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Again, thank you for having me last minute. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. So before, just logistics here, would you both prefer only the reveal countdown, or would you like the reveal and start countdown?
Personally, I don't sit there. I'm fine keeping my own timer for the start.
I'd like both if that's alright. I always tend to mistime it.
No worries, I can do that.
And then if I can ask you two real quick, what is your preferred method to get your attention if something goes wrong? Discord, bingo chat, what is your first line of defense?
Bingo chat is the best for me.
Okay.
For me, I just have the bingo on like a tiny column on my screen, so sometimes it scrolls past. I can't see new messages. So try Discord if I'm not
Discord.
responding.
Okay. You'll have
Guri-
Discord.
Guri, I'll let you handle Discord.
Yeah, and you'll do the bingo chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
All
circle
right.
my Discord.
Do you have anything you want to say before you deafen? Go ahead.
Thanks for casting.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thanks for casting. Let's have a good game. Hopefully, have the longest game of the day. Let's aim for that.
I'm hoping to. I want my fill.
It sounds like that won't be hard.
Can we beat 30 minutes?
Alright.
Yeah, you never know.
Good luck to both of you. Go ahead and deafen, and I'll just make sure you're both ready in bingo sync before I start.
Alright. Good luck,
All
Flake.
right, have fun, y'all.
Good luck. Have fun.
GLHF.
Alright, both players are muted.
And now these are two A tier players, correct?
B tier.
B tier? That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. Like, I'm
Tiers
not
aren't
good with
real.
the tiers. Like, seriously, I would have like bet money on the fact that it was A. Crazy, dude. Players are so good. Okay, we're getting ready to count down in the chat for these players.
Alright, I'm starting my timer with my 10-second lead.
Alright, that should be a card reveal for the players.
And if you want to go ahead and talk about while the other countdown
Sure.
is going.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my usual thing, pointing out all the generals so we know what's what and what to look for throughout this match. Gotta say, shout out to the first one. Love seeing the beverage one. We have the collective beverage in 6 games as our first general goal at the top, middle, column 3. Beat my eyes lost it. Beat 4 levels in 5 different games in row 2. The third one is going to be entering a top 3 score on 2 leaderboards. Love seeing that. Only 2 is nice. And lastly, the big boy square, 6 gold discs. That's our last general. So, and we are right away.
Immediately, we have Flick going for the Buster Torpedoes in Porgy, and on Frank's side, we're looking to level up at a throne.
Both very quick goals. I gotta say right off the bat, holy cow, I need to practice my Porgy movement, I guess, because I didn't know you could boost this quickly.
Yeah, so there's like
in
a
Porgy?
torpedo timing that you have to do. I don't think it's all that like strict, but it involves using the torpedoes and then just being able to dash again.
Oh, interesting.
I
So
actually
I did
haven't
not
messed
know
around
that.
with it myself, but
We're getting confirmation that Flick is a Porgy speedrunner as well. So okay. Oh,
current gold
there you go.
world
What the-
record. Hell yeah.
What does Flick not speedrun? I feel like this guy speedruns half the collection. Fistel, Night Manor, Pilot Quest, Campanella 2, Porgy.
Frank making very quick progress here in Velgris, gonna look to get a little bit of experience before heading up the throne. Probably gonna steal from the crone to get enough essence to be able to do so. If you keep her stun-locked with this timing, you can actually get all of the essence here with very little risk.
Oh, nice. I have not done this method. I usually just pierce lock her and then just get the energy back while I'm waiting, but I'm going to have to implement that in my future runs, 'cause that was very clean.
I learned it from watching Red Robot when I was walking Red Robot through the blind Velgris for the Noslo.
Oh, okay.
Which,
no,
by the way,
sense.
Red Robot just, like, nailed that first try on the crone without being able to see the game.
All right, that is going to be the first square on the board, top right for Flick. Going to get the
Ooh.
Buster Torpedo Square and going into Valbrace.
Is
Wow.
probably going to get... Oh, never mind, maybe not.
Huh?
Well, okay.
What?
Frank is going to start back on level 1, so Frank still is ahead, but oh no.
Yeah.
If Frank isn't quick about getting this, there is a very real possibility that Flick could come from behind and get this.
Yeah, that's what I love about Valbrace, man. Everybody in the chat probably knows, I've said it a million times. It's one of my favorite bingo games to see. The skill expression and the skill ceiling in this game is just so high. So cool to watch. Like, just watching a player absolutely blaze through the floors as they perfectly input their spells, like, it goes hard. It goes crazy.
Oh wait, they both probably picked up the... I didn't see if Frank picked up the potion, but it's just having the potion in your inventory that counts it, right? For a beverage?
Yeah, I believe you do not need to drink it. You just have to have it in your inventory. As soon as you pick it up, you're good to go.
So I'm going to count that as a beverage for both of them.
Because it is collect a beverage, not sip a beverage.
Yeah, and I do not think that Buster Torpedoes or Fuel is a beverage. So we're not gonna mark that for Porky.
No comment.
Fuel.
No comment. At this point, I don't even know what the correct one is, because the other day I heard someone say, "Is it a food? Is it a beverage?"
No,
I'm like,
it's neither.
Yeah. I was like, well, wow, it went from beverage and now it's turning into food.
There's the level up for Frank, and hopefully Flick notices this quickly. Heading over to Mooncat to get 2 warps. I was looking at the card here, and it seemed like column 3 or row 4 might be good relatively quick. Oh, they're both going Mooncat.
Nice. Double into the Mooncat, recognizing that it's a pretty quick square there. Very smart by both players. The use 2 warps is so quick. Like, this is a really good square.
Flick already grabbed a potion from Valbrace.
The Curse of V.
The Curse of V. I replayed Miasma Tower before the last match we casted together. I think I mentioned it, but I reread all the dialogue. It's good.
Yeah, it's crazy. They almost called the series Vampinella 2.
Yeah. Violet Quest.
Wow, that kind of goes hard.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh, what?
You know...
Oh my gosh. That didn't hit him? Okay.
Flick isn't that far behind, depending... Oh, no. Getting kind of stalled out by the fireballs here.
Karma Glove wants to know if he can join our cast.
Yeah, sure. Let me add you to the overlay.
Appreciate you. Appreciate Glove. Appreciate Soap.
Oh, Whoop. I didn't set it up.
What's
up?
Hey, Glove?
I made it. Sorry, I was eating an entire burger. I'm back.
That's fine. I would have thought to ask you, but I only thought to ask Karma because I thought surely the cast would be full, but... No.
Oh! Frank gets it!
Frank does manage to... Okay, so here's the thing. Frank has 2 squares separately in the row and the column that I think are actually pretty good vectors for bingos.
It's true. I mean, the beverage one is really good. The Stolen Termite one, that's quick. That Party House center square, I did want to comment on, as you were just saying that, it was in the back of my mind, like, that celebrity getting busted square is also very quick. Prime real estate right in the middle. Like, I'm surprised somebody didn't
Smoke would be rushing that immediately.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not good at Party House, but even I love that square. Like, it is awesome.
Just to double check, was getting a bartender on screen counting as a drink? I actually forgot.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but...
Because you don't collect the bartender.
Right.
Both players have 4 levels because of Mooncat, right? That's 1 for each?
Did Flick also complete that?
Correct.
Okay. I'll make sure I update that then.
I don't 100% know if Flick completed it, but I have marked it down for Frank, and I put a question mark.
I can check the VOD. I'm good like that.
You're on it? You're on it? Okay.
Okay, no, it doesn't count.
Flick did not see 4 rooms. Okay, wow, that is another square. Holy moly. This is off to a blazing fast start. Frank putting 3 points on the board already.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. Flick didn't make it past the 3rd room.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is...
There you go. 1 for Frank.
1 for Frank.
Wow, this is kind of wild. Oh, getting
Oh,
busted.
cops! You do not want to get busted in Party House.
I definitely like seeing Flick going for this Party House right now, just because, like, getting that center square to cut off the column 3, and then maybe even, I don't know, the top 3 on 2 leaderboards. I guess it doesn't take that long, so that might be a good pivot after this.
Gotta get those
No
celebrities.
golds yet, no leaderboards. You only need 2 top 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice with that one. I like seeing the 2 top 3 square.
You just, like, pop
If this
into,
is
like...
the play for Frank, just going across this row, I think they can pull it off.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just gonna come down to whether Flick calls the correct square to block on row 4 here. If that winds up being the case.
It works. Oh, it doesn't work.
Oh, there's another bust.
Dang. Flick getting some rough luck here.
For real, yeah.
Down to the last 8, waiting to buy all the celebrities they need.
Yeah, definitely the smart way to play here. Just getting as
Just get your
much house
capacity up
expand. Yeah.
Try not to bust, yeah. As soon as it gets risky, you gotta pull somebody in.
Those genies are wild, dude. What a crazy piece.
The genies are probably just for, like, the summoning power to be able to pick what we get.
Oh, no, that's what I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, like, the genies are OP. Like, they're awesome.
2, 3, 4, and no bust.
No?
Oh!
Okay.
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Flick putting up a defense here. Now moving into Quibble Race to bet against your sponsored Quibble and win the round.
Whew. That was crazy close, yeah. Oh my god.
Is poison a drink? No, it's not.
Oh, another game I forgot to mention earlier.
Oh,
I don't think I mentioned Quibble Race among the 20,000 games that Flick speedruns, but yes, Flick is also the one I was thinking of when I made that meme video with the Quibble Race one. He used to have a picture and being like, dude, just play Quibble Race. Come on, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
This is a fast gold. You could definitely do it. Just
Yeah,
do it.
this is definitely a fast goal. The bet
Oh,
against
yeah.
your sponsored Quibble one is crazy.
I didn't even recognize what Eric said, that the house and Rolodex were the same size, so there was no risk of going over.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Okay,
That's very smart.
pivot.
I just...
Frank moving on.
Yep.
He got the
Okay.
German egg, and now he's going.
Wow, very smart by Flick to
Ooh.
immediately know. All right, I know what I have to do. It's leaderboard time.
Yeah,
Let's get going.
you gotta get 2 top 3s very quickly. Checking real quick, 8K. That's all you need.
Meanwhile,
Just 8K and put it in.
Frank going for the Campanella 3. So this is going to get blocked as long as Flick can just, you know, block this.
I can't stress, chat has already recognized this, cannot stress how important this is for Flick to go. I am so glad that he is in this
Yeah.
right now.
Nice hop.
Because he's probably thinking, you know, obviously he knows he has 2 squares that he has to commit to. Very smart to not get baited into the Campanella 3 square, because he's like, well, that is obviously way faster, so I think If
Yeah.
Frank is doing anything, he's in that.
Yeah, I think Frank was maybe counting on Flick looking at that Campanella 3 square and being like, I want to go into there to block.
I want it.
Do you think that Frank is going to just avoid it now and just keep pushing his lead? He doesn't even need the leaderboards now?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's one of
Maybe.
those things where, like, I guess it depends on how he's feeling once he's done with Campanella 3.
Could be one to mind game Flick, yeah.
This actually also does start a diagonal for Flick as well. Excuse me.
It's
Oh,
true. That is
right.
true.
Yes, the leaderboard, yep.
I almost forgot.
And for what
a
it's worth,
potion.
those are also not the worst. Rail Heist Kill 5 Chickens, pretty good. Vanger, collect a key code. Not the longest
Easy.
ever, not short.
Not too bad. Yeah, you could just go to Yvanger real quick.
Honestly, what do you think is the longest one here in that diagonal? Is it Slay a Spider?
Yeah, probably Slay a Spider, but
Yeah.
that's like, what, 7 minutes?
Yeah,
Maybe
4
less?
stages. It's not terrible.
It's not even that long.
Yeah, you do have to go to, in theory, what most people have told me is to go to the upper stage, though, and
Yes.
not the first level.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely don't want to do. You want to do the one with
Boom.
the spider webs.
dang,
nice
that is
juke.
square number 5. What time are we at right now?
We are at 12 minutes.
12 minutes. This could have been another 15-minute match.
My
He's
God.
going to Magic Garden. He's not.
7
Okay, he's
square.
committed to this. If Flick does not get this,
I think
Ooh.
Flick is going for it right here and should have it.
he's got the potions.
Yeah.
He probably should have picked up another one, but I think no. This is
I
gonna
think
be
he's
it. This is gonna be it. He's got it. Okay,
Easy.
walking to the wall. Good.
All right, that is
Good
one
pick.
top 3.
Great
Very
job.
Be sure
good.
to enter it.
That's one. One for
Yeah.
Flick.
Okay, 1 for Flick. That's 1 of 2 achieved.
Beverage for both because Garden potion, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
I
yep,
marked
yep.
the one for Flick, but not yet for Frank.
And Frank also got another. Oh no, he didn't. I was about
The
to say
potion in
levels,
Mini
that's
and
not
Max.
true.
Did he eat the potion?
Yes. I marked
He
that one.
drank. You know what I mean?
Had it in inventory.
Right. Thank you. Going in Impact. This is a decently fast leaderboard game. I mean, it's a scroller, but
I
if
love
you're
Impact,
confident,
dude.
I think Flick is confident in Impact.
Yeah, because, like, okay, what other options do we have? Star Wasper, you'd have to get through Wave 2. Campanella,
Well, yeah,
you
or
have
at
to
least
get,
most of the
like,
way through it.
What, 15k points?
Ooh, one early death.
Yeah, Campanella is 15k. Who knows that? Maybe that's intentional. I have no idea.
Okay. I think Flick can still make it here.
I know when I do an impact, I kind of try to like weave in deaths in smart ways while I'm going through.
Okay. Got this. This is the third sandwich, right?
Think so. I
Believe
guess
that
we'll
is
find
number
out. Oh, second.
2, number
No
2.
gift.
Well, gifts aren't on this anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
but just like the gift
funsies.
would tell us if it was the third.
Oh, you could stay in an Impact for the gold disc. I didn't think about that.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a triple play because it'll be a gold disc and an Impact square.
Oh,
You think he's
wait.
gonna do that this early?
That
Well, if he doesn't have to commit to the leaderboard after he has it, right?
No,
you
yeah.
have to
that's
input
true.
If Flick-
the leaderboard though.
Oh, that's right. You have to close. You have to beat the whole game.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Like, I
that's
wasn't understanding
risky.
what you're thinking. I'm like, wow, is he really gonna go through the whole game before he puts the leaderboard? I don't
Right,
know. Well,
yeah.
maybe.
Right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, already got the leaderboard there. Both players in Impact. Okay, well now.
Now Frank is gonna go for gold disc.
Well, this could be a huge time sink for Frank if Flick just gets this and marks the square.
Yeah.
Early death.
It'd be an interesting thing to do for Frank if after Flick gets it, Frank continues knowing that it'd be uncontested, but like, I don't know, an impact takes a bit.
But he knows that Flick is ahead of him in the game.
Well,
Well,
at
no,
that point,
yeah, okay,
he'd
he
be
has to
behind.
die at input. Right, he'd be
Yeah.
behind, yeah.
Yeah.
So Flick would be relinquishing it
Yeah,
if he pivoted out.
but he also has to. He has to die to block this, or else.
Yeah. He's almost there. He's at 6,600, right? The first
Yeah.
bonus area is around where you get enough?
Yeah, we're getting dangerously close to
There it is.
the
This
8,000 that
should
we
do it.
need. Yeah, I think we're good.
Good call from Flick. Very wise pivoting
Yeah.
to get to the square before, whatchamacallit, Frank could just clear it.
It was definitely smart
Alright.
to not go into Campanella 3.
And
We
3.
almost had another
Okay, there we go.
17-minute bingo game.
Wait.
Okay.
Maybe looking at the
Oh.
resource doc to double
He
check.
has to die. He can't mark the square.
Yeah, very, very smart
Okay.
though. Very smart. I think he was checking just to make sure that he had the right score.
It was the right amount. Yeah.
Whew. Hey,
Yeah,
better safe than sorry. Good on him.
Why even shoot the balloon? You have to die on purpose. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense.
One of those things that you kind of do at second nature.
Yeah, it's muscle memory if you're just playing Ninpak. There it is.
Oh, godlike block. Holy moly.
Flick saves it.
Okay,
Ooh, and
Frank
wow, Frank
immediately
frame
dropping out.
one.
Yep. Okay. No, nobody. Okay. Maybe they don't even know Ninpak Gold is on there, or they just don't want it.
Back to Quibble.
Honestly, it's enough of a time investment that I don't think I would really go for it at this point.
It doesn't help either of their bingo. I mean, I guess it helps Flicks, but he would have to start the whole game over. So yeah. Back to Quibble Race. Okay.
Yeah, so Flick has a couple options right now. It looks like we're hopping into Quibble Race maybe to start some pressure on column 4. That top left, bottom right is still available. to him.
Rushing beverages. Frank rushing
Beverage time.
yeah, that was Divers. That was 1. So Campanella, this coffee would be what, the 4th?
I think the 4th is what I have.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, the coffee would be the 5th, I think.
Oh, the 5th? What one did I
Mini
miss?
and Max, we have
Mini
Valbrace
Max, yeah.
Potion. If the Valbrace Potion was gone. That counts, right? Yeah, it does.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. I actually didn't double
Yeah, so
check.
this would be the 6th.
This should
From
be
the
the
Lord.
6th.
Oh, the Lords of Disconi? Yeah, just pick up a medicine thing.
Yeah, assuming
Ray.
that he picked up the potion in Valbrace.
There it is. Oh, don't drown. Don't drown. No, don't do it. I see what you're thinking.
Oh, nice
okay.
shot.
All right.
So that should
There
be
we
yeah,
go.
okay. Frank marked it. So
Nice.
That was,
Yeah, we got it.
Dang, that was
And
some
that was a
quick
Great
drinking.
shot.
And while we were looking at that, Flick picked it up in Quibble Race and is immediately going to get blocked here because Frank is going into Divers.
Yeah.
Woo, Divers!
Yeah, I
So
love this
Flick's-
square. This square is super fast.
So far, Flick's decision making in the menus has been a little bit slower than Frank, so we'll see how much it ends up.
Going into Onion
mattering
Delivery,
longer.
we're attacking row 3, which I love that Flick went into Quibble Race here because that started an attack on column 4 and row 3.
Oh, this is the reverse square. This one's funny.
Yep, I actually really, really like this square. Like,
This is like, it goes against everything you know of the game, you know?
it's so cool.
The Parasite Hammer chest is not very far at all. We
No,
just
not
have
at
to dive down into this side cave over here. We don't have to do any combat whatsoever.
And the enemies can't kill you on the map, right?
Correct. It doesn't
Oh,
matter
this
how
is the
many
worst
times
part.
they shoot you.
As long as you don't touch them, the projectiles cannot kill you.
Whew.
Correct.
Okay, good thing Flick decided to pivot away from going through the ramp that you can't take.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not going fast enough, right?
Yeah, you just have to smack into those
Backing
little
up.
girders.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Okay, we only need one more, and it's
All
at
right.
Locker B.
Okay.
Pretty good location.
There's the chest, yep.
So now Frank is gonna have to either block. Okay. Frank is
Oh,
going for the
you're
nice
moving Oh, man, this is rough for Frank.
As
Flick's
long
one
as-
step ahead of the game here.
Oh, okay, Flick.
But
Whoa,
still
1
has
HP
to
though.
finish. The camera staying where it is not very helpful.
Oh man, you gotta be careful with Locker B here, because you can hit the cars on the way in if you go from the other side, but he's doing
This
it
will
the
give you
smart way.
enough, health and time to get to the end now. Yep.
And now we're just lined up perfectly.
I'm going
Oh,
to leave
good
they both
job,
immediately
Flick.
go back into Ninpak. Honestly, if
Really
I were
fun square.
if I were Flick here, I would get this and then move to get the diagonal. Just to force Frank into a couple of uncomfortable blocks.
You could start Vanger, get to a save point, and then just leave it for later. If you think it's going to be the last square, you could just do Rail Heist and Combat Ants first.
Both players now taking a
100%.
moment to consider options. Yep.
Oh, this is, yeah!
Flick!
Yeah.
Mind Reader! Actually, that's just
Let's
that's
go!
good strategy. Love to see this from Flick.
What's Frank going to do? Yep, there it is.
Oh, man, Real Ice Race.
He sees it. Kill 5 chickens race. Everybody
Oh
get
my
your chicken
God.
counting ready.
Yeah, get your chicken counting ready.
This will be another 4 levels here for Rail Heist, right? Because I think
Yeah.
you can't do it in the first 4.
Until level 5 is the
think so.
first place it can happen.
I'm very rusty on my Rail Heist knowledge.
Nice punch boosting. Good job, Flick.
Ooh, watching these screens fly by.
Yeah.
Again, just want to point out, we're 20 minutes into the match. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12 squares, half of the board.
Half the
nearly.
board in 20 minutes? Oh my god. These players are crazy, man.
KFC square? You mean McDonald's?
Oh, yeah.
I think KFC is red and white, right? I eat at KFC too much.
Yeah, this whole board is McDonald's coded, right?
Yep, ketchup, mustard.
Hmm.
Well, the killing chickens, yeah, no, I know. I thought you meant the. I thought you meant the board. I was thinking board, not square.
Ooh, they're
Okay,
now
where are
like
we at?
basically tied up, and
My
that
bad.
does mean that
Oh,
Frank is
Flick
going
lost
a bit
some time.
faster.
Oh, Flick's. Flick. Oh no, the
Yeah, a
inputs.
little bit of hesitation is might be gonna cost them here.
No, you're activating the guys early. Is this the right play? Flick, what are we doing?
Passing
know.
a turn to punch the lawman.
Oh,
Oh.
aha! I like
Genius.
that. Whoa! Get him to waste the bullet, right? Yeah.
We both are
Dodge
like,
the
what's
bullet,
going
you know?
on? And then 1 second later, he just did the sickest setup.
Now you will die by gun.
Yeah, I think Frank might actually be
Oh.
able to grab this square here and block that diagonal.
That's his third level, right?
Yeah.
Target ambush shell.
So high alert's number 4. So if they beat this one,
Then that'll be 4 levels.
oof, Flick might have choked a little bit here. That's unfortunate. Not as familiar with this level in Rail Heist.
Yeah, he is
I
Newman.
had a cool ladder punch though. That was nice.
Love watching the Cowboys just fly through the air at
Yeah.
Mach speed.
This is this has got to be contender for top 3 funniest game in UFO 50, right?
Yeah,
In terms of comedy.
it is such a
I would
comedy
agree.
game.
And for me, it's top 1 contender of like, how did they not catch this in testing? Like the
Oh.
punch boost thing. Like,
Yeah, right.
I literally did it by accident in my first 5 minutes of opening the game.
Most people do it by accident, and they go like, "What happened? I didn't do that. What the
Yeah.
hell?"
Like, this is
I
awesome.
It's
know.
like, but
I
now
never ran into
we're
it
like,
myself.
this is tech. I know what tech looks like. Okay, there's 4 levels for Frank. Yeah.
Chicken skip.
And
Oh,
then
chicken skip.
1
fail.
chicken. Going for
Chicken skip.
Gotta go
Got
for
it.
the
it. Cool.
instance rule. We need to make sure we actually kill 5 different chickens.
Yes. So that was the first one on the left, and then these 4 will be the other. All you have to do is pick them up, throw them off.
I mean, no, on my
1,
paper, left
2,
chicken killed.
3.
Escape to Mr.
Oh, no.
Blue, 5.
Oh, I thought Mr. Blue was gonna save the chicken for a second. I thought he was gonna catch it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Flick is
Five
also
chickens
going to pick up
killed.
the 5th level, or the 4th level, even if being a little bit behind now.
It
And
does
they
count.
did
Yeah,
get the
that's
save
good.
icon. So we know that the level
Leaf
was
head from
complete.
Wardle. Okay.
Ooh,
Interesting, okay.
So now Frank is threatening row 2.
I mean,
think
that's pretty good.
Flick
you know?
should be able to block this, just because there's a lot of goals here that are a bit lengthier. Oh, and Flick is considering Ninpak.
Oh,
Cultist.
Flick, yes! Do it!
Oh,
Flick,
yes,
Impact Triathlon, please do it. It would be
Yes.
amazing.
We're going into
Combat
combat
Ant!
ants
You don't even
now.
need to do this anymore. No! Is
I
this
thought that's what you were
faster?
excited to see.
Combat Ants does still block row 5.
Yep. That's
So,
true.
like, it is still a helpful square.
Yeah, that's true.
Because,
Yeah, because if you're Flick, you kind of are in a 50-50 right now, where you're going either is he going row 2 or is he going row 5? Like which is it?
yeah, because Flick needs to block something in row 5 and column 2. And row 2. Meanwhile, Frank has to block something in row 3 before we can push to majority.
Man, these
Now,
enemies
unless
are just
I,
dodging the green. There we go.
Unless I missed something for Frank, he's at 2 for
Three?
the
This would be
4
the
levels
third.
goal, correct?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
Frank is at 2, 4 levels.
Okay, so that's a good progress towards that on the road too. I'm sure that's
I
why
think he's
he
got
was
3
going for
enemies
this.
turned into leaves so far. I'm trying to keep track, but it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm
Thankfully,
terrible.
Combat Ants gives me a lot of time to watch the other players' screen.
Don't tell Val.
Hi, Val. Ooh, I like that top. Okay, that'll be 4. Can you get the bird too? Did not get the bird.
under Crayon Crossing, through Snail Land. I couldn't think of a word that
Going up and around.
has alliteration with snail.
That's 5.
We have to go through
Right.
Pinsard.
Oh,
Pinsard
jumps
time.
into the bird.
'Snail Gulch. I like
6. Immediately surrendering. 7, 8.
Okay.
Wait, is that 7 or 8?
I think Flick is thinking about
yes.
whether or not to go through with this level.
Yikes. I think you just have to stone it. Never mind, you got it. Gonna take the lives here. Yep.
Flick says,
No,
never mind
not picking them up.
accommodates.
Maybe leaving it on the back burner for now. Let's see.
Does
That's
get
either
the
8
first
or
stage.
9.
Flick did.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that
Hold
wasn't
on. Frank
intentional.
scrolled the enemy off before it turned into a tree. It was
That
off screen.
was-
I didn't see it become a tree.
That was a question I had when I did this goal casually once. I was like, does that count?
I didn't
not,
see it
because you
happen.
can't-
So,
I
I don't think
assumed
it
no
can count.
because it can't be verified. So
well, let me go back and check the VOD and make sure I have the exact right count. But I think that happened off screen.
All right, and
How am I getting an ad on the VOD? What the
is
hell?
object permanence real? Yeah, there's no such thing as object permanence in UFO 50. The second it's off screen, you're like, what are you talking about?
Did it really get turned into a vine if it happened off screen?
Yeah.
Frank
No
now,
one's around. If a tree spawns in the forest, then no one's around to see it. Did it really spawn?
Frank now pushing for Rakshasa beat the first mid-boss with 4+ skulls.
Another great square to go for.
This is a
Not too
fast
bad.
one. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, so if you go back in the VOD and it does turn out to be incorrectly marked, Frank's preferred communication method was in the Discord chat.
Okay, got it.
I'll leave it to y'all to communicate that if necessary.
I'm reviewing the VOD now. I'm going to count every single instance of the enemies turning into vines.
Yeehaw. Oh, getting hit by the, what else? The purple, like, orb dudes. I swear, you get killed by those way more than any other enemy in Rakshasa, for sure.
Okay. It's like we're doing a level rush.
He scrolled the first one off screen, too. He did it twice. So that one does not count. It happened off screen.
Okay, go ahead and inform Frank and...
Yeah, I gotta let him know.
Discord chat.
2 of those happened off screen, so that does not count. We did not see them turn into vines.
I
A
believe
good,
that's 4
genuinely a
levels.
good discussion to have, though, now. Like, now we know.
Oh, right, and then 4 levels in Kick Club, and then we're going to do 4 levels in Pin Golf. Oh, okay. So, Flick is blocking row 2.
And yeah, Matt is reminding us that, again, because of the instance rule, you are going to have to do a unique 2 other enemies than the ones that he specifically did. So, unfortunately, it will be a little bit longer than he would probably like, but...
Yeah. Hole 3.
Funny.
Hole 4. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Flick stick around here to start making some progress in Triathlon.
That's true. Honestly, if you're going to go for a sport
but then
game,
that is...
you would get this.
Okay, never mind. This wasn't the 5th game, so... Yeah, because Flick didn't stick around to finish 4 levels the first time around in Mooncat. So hopping back
Correct,
in here
yeah.
to finish that up.
Yeah, I think he saw 4, so he completed 3.
Well, I
If
think
I'm getting that-
it was
that
a race for 2 warps, and that got sniped.
Oh, no, again on the 4
Okay,
skulls.
I have informed Frank. I DM'd him.
All right, we'll see if he wants to go
So
back.
if it
and
comes
do that.
down to that square, we're gonna have to unmark it.
Yeah, True.
Yeah, Canvas, if it happens off screen, he doesn't get kill credit either, so. It should unmark it now? Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You didn't unmark it already. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm not in the bingo sync room, so I think whoever is the leading it right now, Karma, has to unmark it.
Can I rejoin as not a spectator then?
And both players should be notified that it doesn't count.
Yeah, you can. You just have to rejoin it. Thankfully for not. Dang, again with the purple guy just has it out for
that guy. That guy's devilish. I hate the purple guys.
Like they are literally homing straight to him, beelining. Like,
can I disconnect?
Rakshasa moment indeed, right?
Oh, we can't see on your stream anymore, Karma.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just doing the thing. Okay, I've changed colors again. There.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
and then yeah, as long as both players know, that one got unmarked. Oh, right. He realized. Okay, he's reading now.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I also didn't realize that was gonna kill the Discord view.
Not everyone can be Val. Ain't that the truth? I don't think I've ever successfully done the 6 skull square. Personally, I've gotten close, but I always fail at 6. I cannot confirm if that's when the generation starts to chill out.
Okay, Flick getting. Yep.
Okay.
4 levels in
nicely done.
Okay, and that should be the 5 levels, or the 4 levels in 5 different games, if my count is not wrong. Probably going back and double checking. We have Mooncat, we have Rail Heist, Campanella, Kick Club, and wait, Pin Golf.
Pin Golf, correct. Pin Golf. Yep.
Yes, that sounds right. I think he's got the right count too.
Okay. We're going back to Leafhead. We did the Rakshasa mid-boss while you were going over that, which is awesome to see. Finally got past the menace that is the purple guys.
So Flick managed to block this without having to do that, so that's good. So yeah, this first one, he scrolled off screen before it turned into a vine. He got a little ahead of himself.
Yeah, thank you for communicating that in the Discord chat, just because I have a little less access to that.
No problem.
Yeah, bro, we can't stop going to the Nimpic. Oh, for both players?
Oh, he pivoted out anyway. I was about to read what Matt said, and then they're both going to Nimpic.
Yeah, I mean, the first guy was definitely a unique enemy, right? Because he didn't kill that one
did not
before.
do that yet. So he got that one, but there was another one later in the level that he also didn't do.
But yeah, so it would have to be...
He only vined the first guy, so he still does not have that square marked.
Oh,
he only did the first one. I specifically said 2 enemies.
Okay, so unmark it?
Yeah, unmark it again. It has to be unique enemies. It has to be unique enemies you haven't vined yet. The first one counted, but there's another one you missed later.
Instance rule.
Skip later in the level.
I do feel... This is one of those things where I feel a little bad, but, you know, rules.
Yeah, he was off by 1. I'm sorry, Frank. This is a very intense, close match, though, with all the crazy things happening.
Yeah, Frank is still 3 squares ahead right now. But we'll have to triathlon. Because Flick did enter this, despite Frank pausing for a while there, Flick did enter Ninpek a decent bit before, so it would have taken Flick game overing, so I don't think that has affected the Ninpek race here.
Ninpek race? This is a big time sink, though, yeah.
I think I agree, Spooty, especially because it's really hard to track.
Yeah, because the issue with me is I totally understand why you would think that you would still get it even if it's off screen.
Yeah.
As much as it hurts and it kind of you think like, well, it's not verifiable, which totally I get that. But you know, it makes sense in my gamer brain that I'm like, well, I know that this game is programmed to do X when I do Y.
Well,
so
it's also
in theory I should have it, but
it's also
you can't
just
verify
like keeping track of how many of them. It's something that happens on like a consistent timer, but then like it happens out of your direct control. Like you're making something happen eventually, so it's like harder to keep track of everything, if that makes sense. Like I tried that goal, and like the only way I actually felt confident that I completed it was by like going like 3 or 4 over, just to be like, I think probably that counted.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, yeah. That's basically what I did. I think I had first played the goal about a week ago. But...
Can you get the gold disc in Bushido Ball by having it on hyperspeed 16 points?
What
Can you still get the gold?
Sorry, what was that?
Can you still get the gold in Hyper Contender if you set it to 16 points hyper?
Or Bushido
Or not
Ball?
hyper, sorry, Bushido Ball.
Yes,
I believe so.
but
yeah.
every single match would be 16 points.
Points, yeah.
But they go by so fast, you know.
Would they?
Well, I mean, you know.
Would they?
Glove, you can be the guinea pig for this one. If you want.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
I'm with Smo on
Let me
this
just put
one.
it open right now.
I'm with Smo on this one. Literally, why would you do that?
Because it will contribute to 2 squares.
True. Big brain.
I mean, okay. Well, realistically, you could just change the rules as soon as you win the first match. Yes.
Yeah.
Man. The stuff we talk about when Nimpec is on screen,
I'm
man.
sorry.
This is the kind of stuff I would do. Me and only I would do.
The synergy brain has taken over.
I'm the best tester for dumb things.
I love you, dude. You're gonna make chat lose their mind.
Val.
I know, too. Yeah, you could remove. Yeah, you could do that. But what if you didn't? What if you just? What if you just committed?
Never pivot.
Never pivot.
I mean, I'm
That
just
would
saying,
be pivoting. That goes against everything I stand for.
they could go for Grimstone for the 6 gold disc. I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure could. Oh, hey, look, there's Grimstone music that just turned on.
Beautiful.
Can we write into the bingo rules that if somebody golds Grimstone, they automatically win?
Yeah. I mean, it's already there, definitely.
Just have it written in there, just
Yeah.
for comedy.
Yeah. It's just there.
Also, for what it's worth, I just want to say it's very funny. Their scores are incredibly close. I know it doesn't matter.
Oh my
at all.
god, yeah.
Like 400 points away from each other.
Frank has an extra life, though. It could come down to it in the final stretch of Nimpack here. Crowns?
What do you think
Crown
is the
on
hardest
screen?
part of Nimpec? Because I feel like for me, if I had to pick, it's like this section of the game is the hardest for me.
I only really struggle on hard loop when they start adding more of the annoying enemies. The flying version of these mushroom guys, I find more annoying.
Really, I find them easier actually, but I can see why. Like, I think it's kind of preference. I find it easier that they move around a little bit more so that I can hit them easier. That's what I like about them.
And you can get rid of them, yeah. Without, I mean, the mushrooms have so much health. The stationary ones have so much health they take forever to get rid of.
And then they just
Usually, they'll just spore anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flick still has a very significant, like, actual progress lead, though.
I find the hardest enemy in the game to be the purple, like, fish guys on hard loop. I swear, that's like the hardest part. For me, is those stupid purple fish guys. I just always think I can line myself up with them and shoot them, but then they somehow
The
end up hitting
flapjack flippers.
the Wait,
What are we? What? Can you,
Wait, are you
give
talking
me-
about Nimpec?
What's a flapjack flipper?
What's a flapjack? Wait, is it the fish? Who's the flapjack?
I like the flapjack flippers. That's a good name.
I love that.
Smo should be in charge of naming enemies in UFO 50.
The frog-looking guys? Oh, the weird, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe them. Like,
Yeah,
they have like a
flapjack
butt
flipper.
chin. Is that what they're called in the thing? They flip
No.
flapjacks at you.
I'm just going with Smo.
What are we talking about? Oh, laser! We got sniped.
Yeah, this race does look a bit closer than it actually is, but Flick should pretty comfortably have this.
It does sound like something you'd say to like some contractor on a site. Like some guy, hey, we going a flapjack flip over here.
Hey, come on!
You look like you freaking flip burgers all day, buddy. What do you think? Speaking of burger, there's a sandwich.
Gotta go back for the sandwich? Is it? No,
Nope.
he's leaving it.
I'm trying to think
Let it go.
about how much time
It's gone.
Frank was paused because of the thing. It was less than 16 seconds.
Yeah, he was already doing stuff while reading, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was looking at the board.
So I don't think that would have changed things, because, like, all Flick has to do here is get to the boss and then just take some deaths and spam shots with the ghost.
I love Impact though, dude. I really do.
It grew on me.
I'm glad it came down to triathlon. That's a fun square for this to come down to.
Yeah.
This game
Has it
really
happened
hits me with
before?
like the nostalgia vibes.
Alright, here we go, boss time.
Incoming quick kill. I'm gonna call it 15 seconds.
I don't know what the quickest way to
Well-
do it is. My favorite way is to hit him a bunch and then die and then do this.
Yeah.
Can
This
you get this
works.
in one cycle? Oh wow.
Sure can.
Wow.
And that is going to be the gold disc
Yep,
for
Just
Flick.
gotta.
Yeah,
the
unfortunately,
Frank.
yeah, that is literally the worst possible scenario.
Frank
You could not have been
very
further
quickly
into
pivoting
Nimpeg.
to pin golf, though. So this is just going to come down to the 3 sport games.
Yep. Who's faster?
Flick immediately editing the laws, going into hyperspeed even.
Hey, I hope you guys like Yamada.
Not setting it to 16. Yeah, really just wants to beat the game as fast as possible. Maybe we can go back for that one later.
What a coward. Like, what a coward, man.
Well, I didn't say that. Well, hold on.
You can't say
I'm just
that
saying,
on
you know,
Twitch
you
mobile.
were on the menu. You could have done it. Really.
Could have done it, man. I mean, the number was right there.
Everything else would have had to been left on default. So laws on.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny?
Glove seeing like 6 gold discs and like Grimstone defeat 15 enemies on the same square, be like, the synergy.
I'm already
too
in Grimstone,
tempting.
right? I mean,
It's too tempting, man. I mean, think about the time saved on undusting.
I'm the glove on your shoulder. Oh, nice roll.
Oh, Flick dropping a match to Tomoe.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Tomorrow is a formidable opponent, though, even on level 1.
Yeah, like, the thing is here, if Flick doesn't get this square, then suddenly it's Frank who's threatening a bingo on column 2. And then Flick is gonna have to either make the right call on Bushido Ball versus Camouflage, or just win a race.
Have you guys heard about this? Because I have, over and over and over again.
Val said thanks for the time save.
Yeah, we share tech, we share opinions, we share everything in here. You know?
Shout out
It's-
Canvas.
Oh, God, the other thing, too, is, hypothetically, if Frank takes this, and then, also grabs the Bushido Ball square, even if Flick blocks Camouflage, then, Frank would be threatening row 5 at that point. So I don't know,
Classic.
it's like,
Oh, first try.
Flick definitely has the upper hand right now.
Flick was the one who opened Combat Ants, right? Did he beat a level?
Yeah,
He got to pincered.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
then decided
And then
against it.
Oh no, I've had this happen before. Just dunk,
What on-
but barely missed the goal. There it is. Okay.
I've done a different strat for that one where I bounce off of the black circle thing and it always works and I really like it.
Okay, just set up, yeah. Just get the goal. You don't need to get fancy with the cherry. I'm sure it would be funny if you did.
I'm not gonna complain.
threading the needle between those little.
Oop.
Threading the needle into that pit there.
Not enough gas there.
You're not quite. Okay, good dunk though. Nice fiery dunk that we have to wait.
Do either of you happen to know how many courses can or can't, I don't know what number is easier, can be hole-in-one or not? Like, how many courses cannot be done? I imagine it's more that can't than can be.
Yes, correct. There are.
Yeah.
I think there's only what, like four hole-in-one courses.
There's like 4 or
Or
5.
is it 5?
I think 5.
For the most part,
right.
it's going to be more than one.
I would love that if like every hole was technically hole-in-oneable. That'd be interesting. But for the sake of gameplay variety, I get it. You gotta have some interesting levels where maybe that's not as possible. Because if that was truly the case, then all the levels would in theory be much shorter as well. We have confirmation that
Nice
at least
bounce.
5 of them are definitely hole-in-oneable.
Okay.
1, 3, 9, 10, and 11.
1 point per triathlon. Heading over into Hotfoot. We got
Hotfoot!
our Edgar.
Go!
We got our July. Hit B.
I love
flick.
Hotfoot.
You could skip the text by pressing B.
The classic, yeah.
There's a lot of games
That
that
was-
you can do that in.
That was the first goal, right?
Yes.
Of the whole shebang. Yeah.
Aside from Ninpak.
And you're setting up the little cheese
Oh,
here.
shoot,
Oh,
right.
still gets beamed by the coach.
That does remind me that I need to mark the Ninpak gold for A gold.
Yep.
Alright, we got the Edgar cheese going. Nope. Dropped it.
Oh, just barely sneaks out of it, but that's okay.
We have a drink as bait.
Yes, bully. Bully the child.
Go Gator!
Go Gators.
Oh, double
This is
hits,
the second
double
time
hits.
we've seen
We got
these
double
kids.
hits.
What? What
Yo,
the
nice
hell?
double hits.
I've never seen that. Just stacked on top of each other.
That was close to a perfect. That was wild.
That was amazing.
I think I've gotten a perfect one time in Hotfoot, like one singular time, and it was quite a slog.
The
Did you
happy
cheat to get it?
birthday.
No. I have
Happy, yes,
never, I
happy
have-
birthday.
I'll have you know I have never ever used either of these characters, like literally.
There's a triathlon and another gold for Frank.
My homies in Hotfoot are Shandar and Gary or Jerry. I don't know how it's pronounced, but
I did July and B for mine. And had Edgar as the crying kid so that I could bully him on my side of the court and not even engage with the robot.
yeah, I didn't know Flick was so like in love with Hotfoot. I know it's Edgar July, but like looking good, good execution.
Yeah, I think Flick had been working on this a bit to at least get a good time on it.
At this point, I just assume he speed runs everything. Could probably ask the guy how his taxes went. He was like, "Yeah, I got a sub like 3. It was kind of crazy."
I can't even score a single point on Baba Does Taxes. My forgery skills are terrible.
Baba does taxes.
You didn't put all your points into forgery. Oh, whiffs.
What would the world do without Yamada?
Have
Cry.
a much worse time in Bushido Ball Cheese.
Oh no, I have to actually play the game.
I did for my first cherry of it, and then I realized you could change the rules and still get it.
Oh my god.
That really got me. When RPM told me that, like, I didn't know until he had told me. He was like, "Yeah, you can change the rules in Bushido Ball and get the cherry." This was before I had 50 cherries. I was like, "Why? I don't know why you can do that, but okay, sure."
It's great for the people who complain about the games being too hard.
But you can't do that for Hypergender or the other one, correct? Like, I don't think you can get the cherry for
it's
those.
default settings only, right? Yeah.
So sorry,
They're default
Hypercontender
lane
fans. We're biased towards Bushido Ball. Sorry.
I mean, they were made by different people.
Yeah,
Except
that's
Bushido
the thing.
Ball is the most like cooperative. The whole dev team. I think everybody touched Bushido Ball at some point. Everybody on the whole team. Whereas
Lots of
Hyper Contender was
Windjammer fans.
mostly John.
It is definitely really interesting looking at all of the devs and who worked on what. And yeah, unfortunately, Amy is the one up front right now for Flick. That is not what you want to see. You want to have, like, whoever Amy's partner is be up front, because Amy just gets up so fast. Makes the cheese
So far, it's not
worse.
really that much of a problem for him. He's almost got
Flick's
it.
doing
And
great
there it is.
here.
Good job, Flick. Might get the cherry.
Amy is actually super based and doesn't deal with any of that crap.
He's gotten all blowouts so far, right? 4?
Think so, yeah.
Think so, yeah. I don't think the
I
points
think
on the
so.
enemy team have gone over like 6.
I think 5 was the highest, too.
Oh, right. I just realized... Well, wait, no, we're not counting 4 levels anymore.
No, yeah. Yeah, Flick
Yeah,
got
we're
2
good.
general golds after starting from behind. He came back and got the other 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't stress that enough. Like, he has been behind, is still technically behind in terms of squares, you know? You think he's 2 squares down right now? We do a recount?
Yep.
Yeah, if Frank gets his 3rd triathlon here.
I mean, genuinely, this is a great example of, like, why strategy is so good in bingo. I had a friend of mine who didn't really know much, like, asking me, you know, how much strategy was in it. I'm like, there's a lot. I mean, there really is a ton. It's not just as simple as, like, 2 ships sailing in the night, doing their own thing, and then, oh, I have to go block the last square. Like, no, you'll see blocks and changes and pivots and different course of action depending on what just happened in the last game. Like, it's crazy.
And just to comment on this, we are now on the robot of Hotfoot, which is when you want to switch to July, and if you jump when you push, you get priority over the robot.
Wow.
It's happening.
Woo.
Yes, you jump for a priority over the robot. You're correct, Frank Carmen. Oh. Nice jump. Yeah, this is a good way of choosing the robot if you really, really don't want to bother with it.
And that's why the speedrun team is Edgar in July.
Yeah.
I respect the pick from Frank here. Dissociate in a big bell race for like 20 minutes.
You can look at the board all you want, right?
So wait, we did Bushido Ball and now we're in Hotfoot. Frank is up to 2 squares in triathlon?
Yes, he did Bushido Ball and Ping Golf, so this will be his 3rd if he finishes Bell Race, which means he is ahead. He's on his 3rd game, whereas Flick is still on his 2nd.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean...
So Frank might take this here, depending on how long Big Bell Race takes. I think, honestly, you could... Oh, can you?
I could see Flick moving over to Pin Golf and getting a pretty quick...
Yeah, I think you could beat Ping Golf in the time it takes you to beat all the levels in Bell Race.
100%. Big bell race is what, like 9 minutes or something?
It's like, yeah, it's like 8.5, 9 minutes long.
It really comes down to, can Flick wrap up this game of Hotfoot quickly? Oh no, unfortunate,
yeah, it turned off the boomerang.
Yeah, it's...
There it is.
There.
No!
Coach! Not
No
getting the cherry.
but...
Okay.
Yes, okay. All right.
So
Big bell race
now...
is 9 to 11.
Flick's got to play some crazy ping golf right now. Do it.
Yeah, go.
Open the game.
There
Good
you go.
on him. Don't you get it? He's like, it is a sports game.
Oh my god. Dude,
Ping golf.
if he can't finish Bell Race in time, oh no. Frank!
Pin Golf versus Big Bell Race.
I'm
And
so
nice
happy
not
to see
getting the
this
hole
on
in
the
one on
board.
the first course. Smart.
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waited for. I run from nothing, dog.
Big bell race theme song.
It would be like an elevator music version of it.
Hole
Nice.
3.
Like a little bossa nova.
Like that.
I also like... Man, Big Bell Race is wild. Shoutouts to the weirdest, like, thing in the game. Like, why is there an egg on the top or whatever that is? I don't get it. Who knows? See ya.
Why does the player character from this come back to be a boss in Pilot Quest?
Hole 5.
I don't know. Good point.
That's him, right? That's Big Borog. He's driving one of the ships.
I think it's like, yeah, and if not, it's like maybe like an...
His close cousin.
Yeah, I assume they're supposed to be the species that is the dudes with the guns in Pilot Quest.
Yeah, it's just one of the
and
dudes
Planet
who walk
Zelda.
around, yeah.
Yeah, but I assume he is like a mutated, like, version of that or
Overshooting on
something.
Pin Golf here a little bit.
Those old dudes.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Unfortunate.
Frank getting
dunk.
bullied.
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
it's gonna feel so bad for Frank. What is this, like level 3 or 4, right?
That was almost
This
super
takes
cool.
so
Yeah,
long.
I think that's everything I've said about Big Bell Race many times.
I've nothing left to say about it. Come on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's give it its time in the sun. You
I'm
know, it
memeing,
is a
I'm
game
memeing.
in UFO 50. After
I'm
all,
memeing.
when was the last time you played this game to completion?
Sometime in the last week or something with Chaco.
Oh, really?
Yeah, comes up every now and then.
Yeah, this is race 4, and he's already halfway done ping golf.
Yeah.
Well, he will be after he gets through Struggle Pit.
We're doing.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, Frank's got him beat in the struggle pit. He did it on the first try.
I think
so.
we messed up the checkpoint cheese.
As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how big of a time save the checkpoint cheese is. I think it's a time save, but if I recall correctly, last time somebody was telling me that it's fairly trivial unless you were just like insanely cracked at it.
I mean, it's important for like the speedrun.
Maybe I'm wrong on
but
that. I have no idea.
In the course of a.
You save, I'd say like 4 or 5 seconds each lap. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, each lap. Okay, that's different.
Yeah. So
'Cause I was
you
like,
gotta lap like what, 8? How many laps are in a race? I haven't played this game in so long. Is it 6
I
or
thought it was
8?
only 4 seconds for the whole thing, not each
Yeah, it's
lap.
4 seconds
okay.
every lap. Yeah.
Because Spooty is
Ooh.
saying no, not every lap. Because that sounds wild to me. I'm like, are you really saving 5 seconds every lap? That sounds crazy.
Nice. All right, race 5.
8.
Flick still got a couple levels left in ping golf. Nice bounce.
Oh, amazing shot.
Probably
there
2
from
seconds
Flick.
ceiling. Rounded up.
Yeah, he's gonna get this. Flick is gonna snatch this.
Looks
All
like it.
3 of the 4 general goals are gonna go to Flick because ping golf is just way faster.
Yep.
Even though Frank did it already.
He do be golfing.
Yep.
That's all good. We got there in the end. We figured it out.
I'm proud to say we came together in the end. Yes, I lapped up everything you had to offer. Okay. I'm not doing this allergy into house bit.
I love this Barbuda stage, though. It is kind of cute. Or what I assume, I don't know if it's supposed to be an homage to Barbuda. It's got mushrooms and eggs. Who knows? Like, I don't know.
Oh, nice 2-shot Venus. All right, last level. This is gonna be it for Flick. Just knock it out.
Alright, all Frank needs to do is beat like another 2 levels of Big Bell Race in the time it takes Flick to finish this one course.
All right, come on, Flick. I need you to showboat a little bit. Yeah, there it
Very
is.
beautiful shot.
Nice roll. That's triathlon, baby.
Waiting for the gold disc to show up.
And that's going to do it.
Cherry. Woo!
That's it. GG. Wow. I did not think it was going to come down to triathlon, but...
Amazing.
the squares-
Bingo! Bingo for
That's
Flick.
bingo.
I called GG.
Holy.
Dang. Very
That was
clean.
unexpected. That was
Damn,
not how I
game.
expected that game to end.
Crazy match.
Wow.
Whew. What a game.
Let's hear it for our competitors, everybody.
100%. I mean, I can't stress how important that block in row 4 was. That was the most absolute decision-making point of the game. Like, everything was on the line at that point.
You know,
Row 2.
Or the row 4 one with the one Flick blocked
The
with the
leaderboard.
top 3.
Yeah.
I think
And I was so close on both the leaderboards and on Nimpec.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that I sniped you on Nimpec because you had a suspiciously 8-minute long gap or around that where you didn't log anything.
Yeah, I
As
was,
for the
I was at the point where like the tentacles come up. I just hadn't seen the boss yet.
that is. I mean, I got the fast kill as well. I was
Yeah.
feeling it.
For if it's any consolation, even without the pausing, Flick had entered far enough ahead that it would have been Flick's point with how quickly Flick killed the boss, even if you hadn't paused.
Yeah, what happened in Mortal? I thought I actually killed 11 of them. Did I
So-
only have 9?
So it's quite a convoluted kind of thing that ended up happening, but it was down to the kills on the enemies not being visible on screen for the time
you don't
being.
get credit for a kill if it happens off screen in Mortal, and the vine, we never saw the enemy turn into a vine because you scrolled past them, and that happened twice. Once at the beginning and once right at the end before you quit out the game.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the one at the beginning and I was like, ooh, I'm not sure if that counts. And then I'll go back if it doesn't. And then
I went back and counted. You were at 80.
And I was like, uh-oh.
Sorry, brother.
And for what it's worth, even the people that I think work on the goals in the chat were saying, like, we don't know how we feel about that one.
That's a weird one. We might end up cutting it next season, you know?
Because it does kind of feel bad in that sense. Like, you have fulfilled the conditions to turn an enemy into a leaf, and yet, because it was off-screen, unfortunately, it doesn't count.
Also,
so
essentially, I don't feel like that square robbed you of the win, so...
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think ultimately it was just the pacing of both of you. That
you still played really well, both of you. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was very curious what was going on with Mortal. There was a lot of marking and unmarking.
It was weird. Yeah.
He went back, but he only did one, and then we had to unmark it again because I told him he was down 2.
Yeah. The first time was not seeing it. The second time was not seeing it being like instance rule, by the way.
It was it was one unique enemy. It was you did a second one of one you already did.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, Frank. I felt so bad.
What is the only one that works with that? Like Waldorf, I think, with the signs. That might be the only one where you can reset, right? And do that.
Yeah, because they become different ones after you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess any random game is like it's different every time.
Yeah.
I have to say, by the way, Frank, if you went for leaderboards first, I think I would have lost because Campanella 3 is one of my weakest games. I am very bad at 100%ing waves. I have not practiced it. I think I've 100%ed like 4 waves in my entire cherry clear. I am not very good at Campanella 3.
That's some intel. Good to know.
Yeah, I wish I'd known that ahead of time.
I've mentioned it in the Discord, so I was terrified. I was like, oh no, Frank knows, so he's leaving that for last. And then I'm going to get sniped on leaderboards. And then it's so Jova. It's so Jova.
Yeah, little... Thankfully for you, Frank did not find that one post in the bingo chat, print it out, and like sticky noted above the screen. I was like, that'd be so funny. He just had that, like, remember, and get flick on camp 3. Flick on camp 3.
Also, I practiced Valbrace like 6 weeks ago or something, and I've been so excited to play it in bingo, and I just haven't got it on any of my boards. And the moment that I finally get to play Valbrace, I get sniped. I was so sad.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was worried about getting sniped because I actually died the first time through. I was like, that's the first time I've ever died.
Yeah.
Like, trying to do one of those goals. But I was just, like, choking on one of the stupid orc guys.
Oh, wow. Because I did Porgy, and I was like, okay, now Valbrace, and I'll set up for the diagonal. I'll do Party House afterwards. It'll be so good.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of them is, like... There's like Overbowl Cherry and collect 6 gold discs for the other 2, so those are 2 pretty rough goals to be forced into. So I was like, and then I got sniped, and I was like, oh.
I have to have someone show me the Porgy tech because I keep forgetting that you can dash that fast in that game.
All you have to do is hold down missile.
That's it. You just hold down missile and dash, and that's the tech. Oh, okay. I wonder why that makes you dash more.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it like resets the cooldown for some reason. Who knows? Yeah, Mysteries of Porgy.
Man, yeah, I was really, when you set up that bingo in the middle, I was really hoping, I was like, okay, Ninpec and Triathlon are so slow, I think I can just bang out a bingo in row 2 before you can get those. And then you got me on that 4 levels, and I was like, well. So much
it's
for
quite
that.
Interesting, because the way that this board went is like, this board was not a very good board for me. There were so many goals where I was just like, kinda know how to do it. I haven't practiced it much though. Like, my most embarrassing moment is like, I opened Combat Ants and I was like, okay, time to slay a spider. And I was like, you take the top path, right? and I think you do, but I don't know where the level is. I don't know where the first spider level is. So
Yeah, I believe the recommended path is to go to whatever the second spider level you would naturally run into, or not naturally, but like you go up. Yeah, I believe you have to go through Pinsard to get to the next one.
Yeah, it's either
because I was like, I wasn't sure, and I was like, I don't want to play Pinsard and then find out I'm wrong. So then I checked the dock, but there's no combat ants on the dock, so I just did the close the game of shame because I was like, I don't think this is working out.
Yeah.
That's funny because I thought it was a strategic move. I thought you were having it on the back burner in case it came down to row 5, and you'd be like, oh, I can just all I have to do is pop in here and get
Yeah,
one.
if you go through like the middle on the right side, you have to play through 2 stages, but they're not pincered. Although one of them is surprise. But then you can kind of loop around on the upper side after that, and you get to the better spider level. It's pretty apparent. It's pretty apparent on the world map when you see it, because it's literally surrounded by a bunch of spider webs.
Well, yeah, like I wanted to do like rush the middle row, but I was like, Nimpek is very risky. Like,
yeah.
I'm already behind. If I get sniped on Nimpek like 7 minutes into it, when I already are down in squads, it's so Jova.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, ideally I wait until Frank marks a square and then hope that he's not just delaying marks, because then I just get owned. But you always get owned if that happens.
Yeah.
And it works out. So I was like, I guess I'll do a level rush because it's not a bingo match without Kick Club. You have to open Kick Club.
Well, you live your reality. I'm gonna live mine because I don't want to open Kick Club if I don't have to. No, but you're right though. I feel like I always have to. Like, there's always a level thing or collect the food. Like, I always got to go in the Kick Club for some reason.
Or Campanella. Or
yep. Games without Campanella in them 0.
Yeah, I know one thing that has been getting talked about a lot is trying to make more games more viable for bingo, just because, like, right now we see a lot of, like, similar games for particular goals just because they're fast.
Yeah, 2 cherries looking at you. Most of the time, at least. Sometimes you can incorporate it, but...
Right.
Mortal 2 Cherry Buzz Lightyear meme.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mortal 2 and Pin Golf.
Pin Golf, Bushido
or Waldorf.
Waldorf.
The big 4.
Yeah.
If only we were as good as Ryan 4PM, then Demolition would be in the talkings as well.
Right.
Demolition Cherry. Maybe someday we all level up to that level. Another moment, I don't know if anybody touched on it. I'm sorry if you did already, but the rail heist race was also great. It wasn't the closest, but it was close enough where it could have mattered, like, a lot. And I don't know who took a death. I think someone took a death at some point. I think it was Fake.
I didn't die in rail heist. I think rail heist. Oh, actually, I did when I was trying to do the chicken skip thing, but it, that doesn't.
Yeah, that was very minor. There was almost no time loss. we were still on standby to make sure you killed. Like, I'm not kidding when we say this. We were like, "Oh, please make sure you kill 5 unique chickens." We're like, we don't want to have to do this one too. From the instance rule, if you killed the first chicken again and thought that would count as number 2, but thankfully you killed all the other 4 on top. What a wild game, honestly. Decent amount of snipes, right? I mean, also Onion Delivery technically was a snipe.
Yeah,
I got sniped.
It wasn't too bad. I was only like 3 deliveries of that one, I think, so like halfway done or so.
Yeah, I know that I got sniped on Valbrace, Mooncat, and Rail Heist.
Yeah, Mooncat.
Yeah, I'm so bad at that goal. I haven't actually learned how to get to that warp consistently, but I still go for it because it's the fastest, and then I just get sniped.
Yeah. I have a problem with that.
I think my week 1 match against Kuiper, that is the first goal we go for, and I get sniped because I die.
Yeah, Yeah, dying in Mooncat can hurt.
Some things never change.
It's funny, I have a history with that square specifically. I have never done it in bingo because every single time I practice with someone, I go for another quick square and it gets clicked off before I can try it. I'm waiting for an opportunity where it is not in the first 3 squares, like, clicked off. I always see it. And what was it? Was it the 3rd square? It was the 3rd square. So...
Yeah, it was like okay, I didn't get the Valbrey square I wanted, so let's take the compensation Mooncat square. Oh, that also got sniped. Let's go for Party House, I guess, because Center Square.
And I say this with, I don't think you're going to assume that I'm obviously being rude when I say this, but it is especially impressive with your ability to come back, not only being down in squares, but for what it's worth, you were a little slow on the menuing and stuff too. Frank was like lightning fast, immediately went to a square when he knew what to do. You had a little bit more moments where you were like chilling out on the menu for even a couple seconds, which might not seem like a lot, but you know, in bingo, sometimes that had us on the edge of our seats. So that was really wild.
I think that cost me right at the end though, because I think I could have got triathlon, but I was just like gaming the board like, what the hell is a sport game? And then I went to Big Bell Race, but I think if I had done Hotfoot, I might have been able to take that. I just like needed to sit and think a little more.
Yeah, that's what Flick ended up doing, was going into Hotfoot. And by the way, very, very clean Hotfoot, really close to a cherry. Got nipped in the bud right
Blog tried to make me lose.
Yeah,
they both tried their best. Let me tell you.
I feel like that's how it goes in that one. In my experience, it's usually not like war by attrition like it is with the other matches. Blorg specifically, it feels like I'm doing good, and then I fall once, and all of a sudden he scores like 6 points on me.
He is programmed not to lose. What can I say?
Yeah.
Not to mention the coach threw in a few rude beanbags.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is why I like Edgar. You just kind of hang out away from where the coach throws stuff. But then in the final round, it's like, nope, take a bottle to the back of the head.
Yup. Edgar, you've done your job. Now let me do mine, says July.
I do feel like I sold my soul a little, though, because I said I would never open Bushido Ball unless I was going to lose. And then I opened Bushido Ball. I'm a fraud.
To be fair, if you did not take Triathlon, that board was looking scary, because then you would have either had to, like, race or make the right call on Camouflage or Bushido Ball. And if that if the Bushido Ball square wound up going in Frank's favor, then that would be an attack on row 5, and there'd be a whole bunch of shit there, so I don't know.
I mean, I think if I got Triathlon, I would have been at 10. I mean, so I'd only need 3 more for majority, right? So there was no way I was going for Camouflage. Like, I knew I was just going to do, Warp Tank, get one enemy I missed on Mortal, and then, like, maybe the Kiko Bushido Ball. Like,
yeah. I didn't even think about that.
The Gold Disc race there. Like, I was never going to do Camouflage. I actually played a practice match versus Spooty earlier today, and I spent 17 minutes doing Camouflage 70%. So
yeah, I did watch that, followed by the routing from Spooty on 70% to, like, actually come up with a good route for that, which, by the way, it's in the bingo chat in the Discord.
Yep. There's just a standalone video file. You can.
I was going to say, I caught a little bit of that match, and I was like, oh wow, I have not practiced Camouflage 70%. I sure hope it doesn't show up on my bingo card.
Yeah.
Monkey's paw curls.
It's class. It's the class.
Wow, very well played by everyone, and you lived up to your you lived up to my meme, Flick, because you opened up Quibble Race for a quick square.
And
exactly,
it was the longest match of the day.
Yes, yeah, I can't stress that enough.
You wouldn't believe that from how the match looked 12 minutes in with how many squares were checked off. What the heck?
And yeah, 20-something minutes, there was 12 squares checked off.
Yeah.
Insane.
somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might also be the first time that anybody has lost with the majority of squares.
Matt was mentioning it earlier. It's let's see, second time I think.
Second or third. I don't remember if he said it's happened 2 other times or that this is the second time it would happen. But yeah, it's not common. That's for sure.
Where was it?
Yeah. Interesting how the game turned out. I got some things right, got some things wrong. I was super heavy on thinking that for sure Flick's goal was going to be, or the line for Flick was going to go top left, bottom right. But that was not the case. The game ended up being way crazier, and that block in row 4, can't stress it enough, most important deciding part of this match.
I know I remembered. Week 4, Matt versus Tyler was 10-11. Tyler to Matt, but Tyler won with a bingo, I think.
Yeah, and I found the message. If Flick wins with this goal, this will be the second match of Bingo League where someone won with fewer squares.
There you go. By how many? Let's see. By 1, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9-8.
Absolutely
because
wild.
That stupid mortal square.
Well, you don't have to worry about that square anymore. It's going away, probably.
Yeah. Well.
Probably.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't eat away too much at you, because it did. Trust me, everybody was like pretty much on the same page, thinking like, you know, it sucks. Unfortunately, that's how it works. But maybe we're gonna look at reviewing that for season 2, because it does kind of feel bad. Unfortunately, it's kind of a nightmare to track. I know Matt was saying he went back to watch the VOD, and he was like, I can't see anything. There's like 20 vines all over the screen going off at once. I can't tell like what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't go for that goal. I really struggle to count, so I tend up over collecting the kills, and I probably get sniped if I do that, so it's always tricky.
I feel it.
Well,
wow.
I think I'm going to hop off the call here. Did any of you wanna say anything before I did?
I think I have a little thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are still listening, but I think this is probably going to be the last match I commentate for League, I'm assuming. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody in the community, everybody in the bingo chat that has helped me or talked to me or been open and sharing information, playing games, especially might sound weird because they're not in the league, but I want to shout out Chocolate Cake because they play with me all the time and they help me practice a lot. I went 0-8 in league, which I don't really care about, but I would have done even worse if Choco wasn't helping me practice. So I do want to shout out Choco. I want to shout out Val, Karma, Matt. Who else have I been on stream for? Pizza Party Time. I'm trying to remember all the streamers right now. Who am I forgetting? Karma, Matt, Val, Pizza Party Time. Am I missing anyone? Is there another person?
Been on with like Vanilla, right?
Oh yes, Vanilla. I forgot Vanilla streams. She hasn't had a computer for a little bit, so I forgot Vanilla as well. Everybody that streamed, everybody that has let me commentate with them, everybody that has participated in the league. I almost didn't do it myself. I like this community. I'm very happy. I am obsessed with UFO 50 still, months and months and months later. And the only thing I want to say lastly is just if anybody wants to continue to play casual games, I'm always around, especially late night EST. I look forward to and hope I can play more bingo with more players in the league because I just like to get a different feel for it. It's very interesting to play with different people. Casual games too are just my jam. I like hanging out and just kind of goofing off while practicing stuff. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to add. Just thank you for a great league, a wonderful displaying of talent from very many different UFO 50 players from all over the world and all different backgrounds. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
It's been a lot of fun meeting all these people.
Yeah, I just can't stress how much I say thank you for anybody who let me commentate with them, who gave me a chance to pop on the mic and just ramble over some UFO 50. So
Yeah. Flicker Frank?
Well, sorry, go
you,
ahead.
you go first.
I just want to say thanks to everybody who picked up casting all my matches, and to everybody who like put together the resource stock. That thing is so useful. Like, I feel like I know pretty optimal routes for a ton of goals, and I figured out like 3 of them on my own. So, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
it's almost hard for me to remember that there was a time during the very beginning of the league where we didn't have the resource dock. You know, it was technically introduced, I think, week 2 or something into Bingo League. Absolutely wild. Like, super grateful for that resource.
Week 1 was terrifying. Uncharted territory.
Yeah, it was tough. It was real tough.
Well, I guess I want to say thank you, Karma and Guri, for the cast, as ever.
Absolutely.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
GG's Frank. It was a great game. We'll have to rematch at some point because I can't help but feel like it was a bit of a fluke, me sneaking that bingo right under your nose. And for Bingo League in general, just thank you everyone in the community. It's been so fun. Like when Bingo League first came out, I was actually, I thought it was very cool, but I was like, I don't know if I want to play it personally. Like I'll watch people play it, but I'm like, I'm not sure if it's for me. But it's been very fun. So
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
And I only have one last thing to add before you do your thing, Karma.
Yeah.
I just forgot to shout out one person. It's funny because I was talking to Val about this earlier. There's just one member that's not in here a lot. I want to shout out RPM, Realistically Positive Man. He was one of the reasons I got into this community. He was the one that pushed me to join the league, even though he wasn't going to. He has not been around recently for whatever reason. I know that the last time he talked to me, he was really bummed because they were going to lay him off from his job in the summer, and I know that he was really kind of upset about that.
Good.
So I don't know if he's listening. He's probably not. He would be in the chat. But if he watches this back, RPM, I want to shout you out because you're not here as much as I get the opportunity to say hi to you. But he really got me into this. He is so good at the game. He's so good at speedrunning the game. He would absolutely destroy if he joined the league. Like, he's a big inspiration for me in UFO 50 specifically. He hasn't streamed in a couple weeks. I just wanted to shout him out again. RPM, if you're listening, thank you, man. Thank you for what you've done for the game as a whole. I would not have been here if I wasn't looking up Combat Ants videos, how to beat open field, and I found his video. And then somehow he led me to the Reddit, and the Reddit led me here. And eventually, I think I was looking at Val's videos and found him on Reddit. So it's all connected. But that's the last person I wanted to shout out. RPM, shout outs to you.
Everything's connected.
You're the man.
yeah, shout outs to RPM. RPM is awesome. I love his streams. That's so good. He's so good at the game.
He's very consistent. He does all quick play speed runs, or was doing them. He knows his stuff. Like he's good at UFO 50 for sure. And every time he played casuals with me in 2v2 or 1v1s, he would absolutely demolish. Like he's wild. Okay, that's all I got.
I got one more.
Yeah.
I'm getting busy. I heard season 2 is not till September. I won't be able to participate, so hit me up if you're doing an underground bingo league again. I want to get them in this summer.
Well, we do have one going on right now that I will be DJing for the final game thing for it, which is going to be a fun little event. I'm debating on if I'm going to send that link or if we're going to like publicly post that when the grand finals for that happen, but it'll be very fun.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you all. GG's. I'll get the VOD up on that soon.
Can't believe it's over.
Yeah. That was an amazing match.
Thank God it wasn't over in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Finally, some content.
To be fair,
you know what I was thinking? Oh no, go on.
To be fair, okay, when May versus Val happened, my plan was, oh yeah, I'm gonna do some chores and I'm gonna watch this and, you know, just chill to some UFO 50 bingo. And then it was like so high octane. I did not get out of my seat once. I was just glued to my screen. So it might have been a really short match, but it was extremely like who
Potent.
I mean, I was glued to my screen.
yeah.
I took the whole day off. I usually work Sundays. I took today off, did my thing. I told my buddy, he was asking me if I could come over at 7 EST, my time, and I said, I can't because I'm probably going to be commentating for like 6 hours in a row. Little did I know, I could have been like, no, I can swing by, dude. It's okay. You want to go out to eat? We can go out to eat.
Oh, dang
I took
it.
the whole day off, was ready to commentate for like 6 hours, and I did in a way. It was just more roundabout.
I totally missed getting that quibble race on stream because I was like setting up to like be able to drop off the call. What was your time on that quibble race gold there, Flick?
Oh, this was just a 1-round quibble race.
Oh,
I
okay.
won because I didn't take out a loan, and they did.
Man, I wish I had you in the game I was playing.
Fair.
I was playing Blitz with Chaco the other day. I felt so stupid. There's a goal that was like have $1,000 at once, and I was like trying it. I'm like, this is bullshit. What the I hate quibble races. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Then chat was like, oh, that's literally a 1 second goal. I was like, what do you mean a 1 second goal? They're like, open the thing, go to the loan shark, take out $1,000, you're done. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? What do you mean? I could have sworn he wouldn't lend you that much money. Like $1,000 just off the bat? All right. I mean, I guess he's a loan shark, to be fair.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That was a while.
All right. I'm going to drop off here. GG is everyone.
GG. Very well played by Frank and Flick.
All right, good
Both
game.
players.
Thanks for testing.
Very well matched.
Yep.
All right. So now the question is, was I going to do something else, or do I want to raid out? Trying to think if there's like anything UFO 50 related that I want to do tonight. But I think I might... Let's see, I know that's actually Blueprint's bingo pack practice. Otherwise, I'd raid over to Red Ringtail. Because that's a game that I kind of don't want to spoil on. Yeah, obviously. Other thing is I don't know if I have the best landing spots right now. Because like my other thought was that if I am going to do anything UFO 50 related tonight, it was probably going to be just like loading up bingo goals off of the thing that who made that? I am spacing out. Somebody made like a website thing that you can generate a random UFO 50 bingo goal from. And then just like run a timer off of that. And it's pretty neat. But I think if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make it its own like separate stream. You know what? I might send us over to Quaddle, who's doing some skin deep. This game's really goofy. thank you all for hanging out tonight. It has been a lovely evening. Take care, everyone. Oh hey, I'm just wrapping up here. Thanks for the raid. Can't even see my own heckin'... Take care, everyone.